made a comment, I think, that was like, this guy's going to be the best of all time, like one of the best ever.
I stand on that, yeah.
You stand on that.
Yeah.
What was it that you saw from him? What was it that made you say?
It's one of those things where you see people catching balls and it just looks natural coming into their hands. You know, they don't, when they drop one, like, it doesn't happen. That's how it is with Jaxon. He's super natural.
2 weeks away from the NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles are tied to a number of prospects. At this point, you could literally throw on a blindfold, do a mock draft, and you'll probably be pretty close. There's really no answer to what the Philadelphia Eagles will do. Now, there's a lot of options that the Eagles can do, which we've talked about. Options are a beautiful thing. But there's a name that's coming up that might be a shock to a lot of Eagles fans, and I think the Eagles might actually do it. So let's talk about it.
You want Philly food?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I want to talk about that number 10 pick and a player that has continuously come up in conversations, and I've kind of poo-pooed it, but now I'm kind of open. I'm thinking about it, and it might make sense. So we're gonna get into that, but before we get into that, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 10K, and join that ride, man. We got snacks, we got water in the back. You know, just hop on in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, I will be at the NFL draft, obviously covering the NFL draft. Do have my media credentials, so if you guys want to help out there, I will leave a link to a GoFundMe down below. Also, you can donate to any, you know, Snap, Cash App, Venmo, any of that stuff. You can definitely help out. I appreciate you. But let's get into this conversation. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go a whole video without saying the name, man. But Jaxon Smith-Njigba. All right, I know. I've been one to keep on saying we need defense. I keep on saying we need a defensive player. Get us a defensive end. Get us a cornerback. Get us a this, that, and the third. I've been very heavy on defense. I know that. But looking at Jaxon Smith-Njigba, it's just one of those things that if they do take him, right? If they did take him, now you have three very good wide receivers. You have three number ones. I know a lot of people are worried about the maturation of Quez Watkins. I'm not even factoring that in when I talk about this. You look at the way that our contracts are set up, right? We do have to pay Jalen Hurts this year. I think that's no surprise to anybody. But then you look at A.J. Brown, already has his contract. He'll be here for another 4 or 5 years. You look at Devontae Smith. He's still on his rookie deal. At some point, he's going to have to get paid. Do the Eagles want to set themselves up in a situation where they can say, Devontae, we're probably not going to be able to pay you. Let's try and trade you for the best opportunity we can get. Maybe we get better picks. Or maybe they just say, hey, we want 3 nasty wide receivers and we're willing to pay. There's a lot of things that you can do if you're able to get a Jaxon Smith-Njigba. And at 10, you might be able to do it. This kid is disgusting. He's nasty. I mean, you watch the tape on him, you watch him just play games. You don't even got to watch the tape. You ain't got to watch all 22 to see how good this kid is. I mean, at the combine, he definitely stuck out. He was just very fluid, very smooth in his routes. And that's the crazy thing. He is very athletic. He has good speed on him, but his route running is incredible. His route running is very, very impressive to me. Almost Devontae Smith-esque, right? When Devontae Smith came in this league, his route running was just chef's kiss, right? And I think that when you see Jaxon Smith running around and when you see him cutting, it's a masterpiece. It really is. So look, I do think that the Eagles need to worry about defense. I do. I really do. But if you're able to just say, if you're really just saying F it and we're just going to go all in on this offense, you can make this offense absolutely disgusting this year. You can take a wide receiver at 10. You can take a tight end at 30 that will probably be very, very solid for the future and for now. You can take a running back in the second that will be a starter for you. So the more that I think about it, if you want to go all in on this offense, then I think Jaxon Smith is a very good starting point. Now, you can go offensive line. I'm sure that would help us as well. Don't get me wrong, but you can wait on that too. And look, I'm not pounding the table for Jaxon Smith. If you still ask me who I'm taking at 10 or 15, if we move back to with the Packers, who I'm hoping that's who we move back with, get their first round pick next year, hopefully, I'm taking Kalijah Kancey. That's my guy. That's the hill I'm dying on. But Jaxon Smith-Njigba is a very, very interesting prospect. If the Eagles did bring Jaxon Smith in here, I don't know how you stop us. I really don't know how you stop us. I mean, you're going to give your quarterback a lot of money. You want to give him weapons, right? A running back would be a good weapon. Don't get me wrong. And Bijan is an amazing player. And Bijan is a better player than Jaxon Smith-Njigba. I'm going to put it like that. He is a better player. But if you look at the position, I think we can go ahead, and I know a lot of people have been saying this. You can go get a running back, and they'll fit in this system just because Jalen Hurts and this offensive line is really the engine that keeps this train moving, right? That's really what gets this running game going, is the combination of having such an elite runner at the quarterback position attached to such a great offensive line. So I think if you're going to go all in on this offense and you're going to say, let me get a player that's going to go crazy for this team this year, I think Jaxon Smith gives you more than a Bijan Robinson. Again, Bijan Robinson is the better player. He had the better college career, all that. I'm not denying that. But when you look at this team, right, that's really what it comes down to, is when you're in this draft, it's not necessarily, although it is very important to get the best player you can, but it also has to do with fit, right? And that's why I'm so big on Kalijah Cansey, and that's why I think that Jaxon Smith-Njigba might fit perfectly. You can move a Devontae Smith to the slot. You can move Jaxon to the slot. You can do a lot of different things. And if you're able to bring a guy like that here, man, I really don't know what you would do. What will you do as a defense to try and stop 3 very good wide receivers to great wide receivers? And then on top of that, you have to worry about the run game at any given second. You never know when Jalen Hurts is going to take off with the ball. You never know when we're going to do a RPO and he actually hands it off. You got Rashad Penny you got to worry about for 6 games at least. But no, you got to worry about this run game no matter who's back there. And I truly do believe that. I'm not saying I can, be a running back and then get 1,000 yards in this offense, but I might get 200. I might get 200 in like 17 games. I might get 200. But no, realistically, I think that if you look at what can really add a huge impact, I think it might be wide receiver more so than running back. So I just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to see what you guys thought. Let me know in the comments, is Jaxon Smith-Njigba somebody that you would want the Philadelphia Eagles to go ahead and take at number 10? If not, I understand. I get it. There's really no wrong answer. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Yeah, but fly Eagles fly. We are out here. Double time. Peace.
Eagles fans everywhere. This is for you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jaxon like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.